toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Miami's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Finds his man. It's Ivory. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, UNC. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off it.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Makes the grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Canes are flying down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but won a play to get the football back. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got an open man. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Provo. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now on third down for this offense. He'll sneak it. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Got the quick pass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Going right to work up top. Quarterback adapting. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Working that left side now.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Canes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Out of the backfield, he's open. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Got his man down the middle. They'll immediately call timeout. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ivory. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Banks. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job.
Touchdown, Miami! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Caught in the backfield, it's Banks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing those out throws, you need to get it out in front away from the defender where only your guy can make the play. That time, not the most accurate throw, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle, it's Banks. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making...
Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The give to the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. running into the open space. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He'll get rid of it. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been... Listen, moving the ball methodically down the field.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
42, North Carolina, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give from the gun. Fights off a defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's caught. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action froze him?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone defense and find the areas they need to work and make sure that they've got that communication with the QB. But these two right now are on the same page.
The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Yeah, in third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. It's a draw. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Ivory. At the 35, he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job.
Touchdown, Miami! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a... in Ruston with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know.
And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the ground with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Hard in the backfield. It's Provo. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive, this 8th play will be 3rd and 2. Grabbed behind the line, it's Banks. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants it all. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
Turning it on. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's got his man. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got an open man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late. Obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Canes. And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now.